For many of us, a steaming cup of tea is a source of comfort and warmth. It's a ritual that marks the beginning of our day or a soothing companion in the evening. We often associate tea with numerous health benefits, from antioxidants to relaxation. But what if this comforting beverage held a hidden danger, invisible to the naked eye? Recent research has unveiled a concerning truth. Our beloved tea bags might be releasing microplastics into our drinks. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles, less than 5 millimeters in size, that have become ubiquitous in our environment. These particles originate from larger plastic debris that breaks down over time, infiltrating our water sources, food chain, and now even our teacups. A study conducted by researchers at Universitat Autònoma de Barcelona found that plastic tea bags release billions of microplastic particles into each cup brewed. This discovery has raised serious concerns about the potential health implications of consuming these microscopic plastic particles. Tea is a cherished beverage worldwide, enjoyed for its soothing properties and health benefits. However, the revelation that microplastics might be present in our daily cup of tea is alarming. The study revealed that the plastic tea bags, often made from nylon or polyethylene terephthalate (PET), release significant amounts of microplastics when exposed to boiling water. When these tea bags are steeped in hot water, the high temperatures cause the plastic to degrade, releasing tiny plastic particles into the tea. This has led to increased scrutiny of the materials used in tea bags and a push for more natural, biodegradable alternatives. Many tea enthusiasts are now turning to loose-leaf tea or tea bags made from natural fibers like paper or cotton, which do not release microplastics. By making informed choices, we can continue to enjoy our favorite beverage without the added worry of ingesting harmful microplastics. Ongoing research is crucial to fully understand the impact of microplastics on human health and to develop safer alternatives for everyday products. As we become more aware of the unseen threats in our environment, we can take steps to protect our health and the planet. So next time you brew a cup of tea, consider the materials used and make a choice that benefits both you and the environment. Traditional paper tea bags often contain a small amount of plastic to seal them. This plastic is used to ensure that the tea bag remains intact during the brewing process. Without this plastic, the tea bag might break apart, causing the tea leaves to disperse into the water, which can be quite inconvenient for tea drinkers. The plastic helps to prevent them from breaking apart in hot water, ensuring a smooth and enjoyable tea drinking experience. However, this convenience comes at a cost that many are not aware of. This plastic, usually polypropylene, is a common material used in food packaging due to its heat resistance and durability. Polypropylene is favored in the food industry because it can withstand high temperatures without melting or degrading, making it ideal for sealing tea bags. However, when subjected to high temperatures during the brewing process, these plastic tea bags can leach microplastics into the water, contaminating our beverage. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles that are less than 5 millimeters in size, and they can be harmful to both human health and the environment. A recent study found that plastic tea bags released significantly higher levels of microplastics compared to paper tea bags without plastic. The researchers discovered that a single plastic tea bag could release billions of microplastic particles into a single cup of tea. This alarming finding has raised concerns about the potential health risks associated with consuming microplastics. This finding highlights the importance of choosing tea bags made from natural, biodegradable materials to minimize our exposure to these potentially harmful particles. Biodegradable tea bags are made from plant-based materials such as cornstarch, hemp, or cotton, which do not release microplastics when heated. By opting for these eco-friendly alternatives, we can enjoy our tea without worrying about the potential health risks associated with microplastics. As consumers, we have the power to make informed choices that can benefit both our health and the environment. When shopping for tea, take a moment to read the labels and look for tea bags that are labeled as biodegradable or plastic-free. Many brands are now offering eco-friendly options in response to growing consumer demand for sustainable products. By choosing biodegradable tea bags, we can reduce our plastic footprint and contribute to a healthier planet. Additionally, these tea bags can be composted, returning valuable nutrients to the soil and supporting a more sustainable cycle of consumption and waste. So, the next time you brew a cup of tea, consider the impact of your choice and opt for a more environmentally friendly option. The journey of tea from the plantation to your cup is a long one, and every step of the way, we have the opportunity to make choices that support sustainability. From selecting tea grown using organic farming practices to choosing biodegradable tea bags, every decision counts. Let's make a conscious effort to enjoy our tea responsibly and protect our planet for future generations. While the long-term health effects of ingesting microplastics are still being studied, there is growing concern among scientists. Some studies suggest that these tiny plastic particles can interact with our digestive system, potentially leading to inflammation and other health problems. Moreover, microplastics can act as carriers for other contaminants present in the environment, such as heavy metals and pesticides. These contaminants can attach themselves to the surface of microplastics, potentially increasing their toxicity and posing further risks to human health. Section 5. Uncharted waters, the need for more research. While the research on microplastics in tea is still in its early stages, the findings are concerning enough to warrant further investigation. More research is needed to fully understand the long-term health effects of ingesting these particles and to determine safe levels of exposure. Scientists are working to unravel the complex interactions between microplastics and the human body, but much remains unknown. It is crucial that we support ongoing research efforts to gain a comprehensive understanding of the potential risks associated with microplastic exposure. Section 6. Brewing a safer cup. Practical tips to reduce microplastic exposure. The good news is that there are simple steps we can take to reduce our exposure to microplastics from tea bags. By making conscious choices about the tea we buy and how we brew it, we can minimize our intake of these potentially harmful particles. One of the most effective ways to avoid microplastics is to switch to loose-leaf tea. Loose-leaf tea does not require the use of plastic tea bags, eliminating the risk of microplastic contamination during brewing. Section 7. The power of choice. Opting for loose-leaf tea. Choosing loose-leaf tea not only reduces your microplastic exposure, but also offers a more flavorful and aromatic tea experience. Loose-leaf tea allows the tea leaves to fully unfurl and release their flavors, resulting in a richer and more satisfying cup. If you prefer the convenience of tea bags, opt for brands that use biodegradable materials like paper or silk. These materials break down naturally, reducing the environmental impact and minimizing the risk of microplastic contamination. Section 8. Beyond tea microplastics in our food chain. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles that measure less than 5 millimeters in size. They can originate from a variety of sources, including the breakdown of larger plastic debris, microbeads in personal care products, and synthetic fibers from clothing. The issue of microplastics extends far beyond our teacups. These minuscule particles are now found in almost every corner of the planet, from the deepest parts of the ocean to the highest mountain peaks. They have become a pervasive pollutant, infiltrating ecosystems and food chains. These tiny particles have infiltrated our food chain, contaminating seafood, bottled water, and even the air we breathe. Studies have shown that fish and other marine animals ingest microplastics, mistaking them for food. This not only affects their health, but also poses a risk to humans who consume seafood. Microplastics have also been found in agricultural soils, where they can be taken up by crops. This means that fruits and vegetables we eat may contain microplastics, further integrating these pollutants into our diet. The presence of microplastics in our food raises concerns about potential health impacts, including inflammation, toxicity, and disruption of the endocrine system. It is crucial that we raise awareness about this growing problem and advocate for solutions to reduce plastic pollution. Public awareness campaigns, educational programs, and policy changes are essential to address the root causes of microplastic pollution. By understanding the sources and impacts of microplastics, we can take informed actions to mitigate their presence in the environment. We can all play a role in reducing our reliance on single-use plastics, which are a major source of microplastic pollution. By choosing reusable alternatives, supporting sustainable packaging, and making conscious consumer choices, we can significantly reduce the amount of plastic waste we generate. Simple actions like using reusable shopping bags, water bottles, and containers can make a big difference. Properly disposing of plastic waste is also crucial. recycling programs and waste management systems need to be improved and supported to ensure that plastics are recycled and not discarded into the environment. By participating in recycling programs and advocating for better waste management practices, we can help reduce the amount of plastic that ends up in landfills and oceans. Ultimately, protecting our oceans, our food chain, and our health requires a collective effort. By making small changes in our daily lives and supporting larger systemic changes, we can combat the issue of microplastics. Together, we can create a healthier, more sustainable future for ourselves and future generations. Let's take action now to reduce plastic pollution and safeguard our planet. Section 9, a call to action, protecting our health and the planet. The discovery of microplastics in tea is a wake-up call. It highlights the pervasive nature of plastic pollution and its potential impact on our health. While more research is needed, it's clear that we need to take action to reduce our exposure to these harmful particles. By making informed choices about the products we buy, supporting sustainable practices, and advocating for change, we can protect our health, preserve our planet, and ensure a brighter future for generations to come.